right, the last thing I have under new business, and I sent you board this, I'm not gonna put it up on the screen because quite frankly, you need a Rosetta Stone to, really understand it. And it's real, but I did put a synopsis and a summary, and I'll address this way. We've had a couple problems with the gate guards. I probably count close to 6 within the last, I'd say 4 or 5 months, which I've handled. 2 people have been let go, most recently last week. More importantly, the cost for just the guards keeps going up. This year, we're paying $240,000 for the guards, 24/7. On top of that, we pay close to $1,000 a month for Dwelling Live for the software. So you add that up, and it's quite an expense. It's probably the biggest expense that you have. We've looked at this before. We finally got a proposal from Ramco, and what this proposal in a summary would do, I'll start from the back end. After the first year, it would save the community $60,000. That would be done because the first year, the investment would be about the same as what you're paying per year just for the guards. You're not going to lose the guards entirely, but we're going to have guards between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. That's 12 hours. Those are the peak hours for entry and exit. Overnight, between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m., we're going to go to a automated system, AI. And new cameras are being put in. No one will have to have a barcode sticker, no RFID. Everything's going to be on a license plate reader. And this has been a proven technology that's in different communities here in Florida. And during my conversation, Tim, you can expand on this too, is that this is a Florida company, okay? If there's a problem, they're right here in our backyard. We haven't been very happy with our current provider. This will also tie in all the cameras. There are 10 of them at the pool and playground, and also take care of the bathrooms at the pool. Everything will be tied into one. After the first year, we save $60,000 a year, and it'll be a much cleaner system. So Tim, why don't you take it from there?
A few of the things that'll help. In the past, a few years back, we had a drunk driver run through the gate, ran into some issues. When there's an issue at the gate, it's usually Andrew or I'd have to try to go through the footage. All these new cameras are AI. We'll be able to put in white vehicle, white BMW, whatever it is, a partial license plate, and these cameras will automatically pull the footage with anything matching the descriptions we enter. So it'll be a lot easier for us to pull footage for when things do happen. The cameras would also, I think now would tie, when I was talking to them over there, would also cover the manned walk-in gates, because every school year we're having children bust open the fence because they don't have a access key to walk through the gate. So we're paying every year to have pieces of aluminum re-welded. With this new system, you won't need an access key any longer. You can have it on an app on the phone, and I would say most kids coming off these buses now all have phones, so they can use that to enter the pool, enter in and out of the neighborhood, walking to and from the bus stop.
Board, you've taken a look at this, hopefully. I'll take a motion to move forward with that.
This is John Pullers.
John, you're going to have to hold this until the board votes, okay?
Well, actually,
you're going to have to hold, John.
Oh, sir?
You're going to have to hold. Board?
We have a right to speak about anything you guys vote on.
John, if you don't stop, I'm going to delete you off the meeting. You can talk after the board votes. Okay, board?
I actually, I just want to know. This is a
I vote to move forward, JR.
Second,
I'll second, but I know we've had discussions before and the people that have been on the line are not very happy about it.
yeah, well, that's why it's a board vote.
Okay.
Andrew?
So to be clear, at this moment, we're just switching the capability to have that. We're not switching to automated guards or any of that stuff, right?
We're going to, from 7 PM to 7 AM, it will be, no guard on duty. It'll be virtual guard. It'll work the same, it's just automated. Those are the least hours. We're gonna save $60,000 a year by doing that.
About 72 when you take out dwelling life.
That's true.
So if we go ahead, of course, like Lillian said, there's going to be upset people, but there's always upset people regardless of what we do. Saving money, spending money, we lose. But how hard is it to say we all end up go forward and a month in, we're like, this sucks. That's not
We
as
can
good,
go-
or we want to switch the times or whatever. We can switch back. No
We
big
can make
deal.
any changes with no penalty. I had a long conversation with him today. So we could do a
Okay.
6-month trial. We don't like the virtual portion of it. We can back out of it and go straight back to guards.
Okay.
Okay. And then the only sunk cost is the upfront cost. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot. So I approve.
Okay.
With the 4 year, now, JR, if I read the contract correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but with a 4-year contract with Ramco, ultimately the camera system is free.
You're paying for the cameras themselves up front.
Correct.
And then after 3 years, you don't have to pay anything if you don't want to. You can upgrade them if you want, but after that, if they're still working, you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, board, before we open this meeting up?
I have nothing else.
Lily?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, I haven't
Nothing
heard from Jenny, so I'm not sure. Andrew?
Nope, nothing here.
Okay. All right, and so then I would be happy to entertain anything anyone has to say. John, if you'd like to speak, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, first I want to say that the Florida statute required that we be able to give input before the vote is taken. And
That's not-
I'm fully aware of this because I'm already involved in a dockside
that's not
condominium
true.
association where there's been a lot of serious problems, and we constantly have attorneys and have been before the DVPR. So we're well aware of our rights to speak. And I feel that you're violating this, and I would likely file a complaint with the DPR about this because we are allowed to speak.
John, it is still the board's decision, and you've expressed your opinions before about this months ago. We're well aware of your opinion of this, and you're welcome to have your opinion now, but it's still the board's decision.
Well, I'm not saying it's not the board's decision, but I think the board is not aware of how much the community wants a full-time security guard at the gate. I think that's
your
the
opinion,
highest.
John. That's your
Well,
opinion.
And
Well,
and again, how much money are we going to save per year? Because it's so costly. How much is it again for the
72,000.
guards?
But you're
70,000.
getting ready to spend. You want to spend 150, 160,000 on a playground, and I can tell you, if I went and polled the neighborhood, and I might have to do this because it sounds like the board has gone rogue on this. I think the majority of the community wants a full-time. What we want, as far as a guard, we want a contingency plan when the gate fails. What is going to happen and how is it going to be handled? Because I've been in two situations where it was chaos and nobody knew what to do. Everybody sat at 35 to hour waiting for somebody to do something.
As I,
And that the whole problem is there's no contingency plan when the gates fail.
There is a
There's
contingency plan.
no
John, let me explain something. I watched hours of that, about an hour and a half of that video. The amount of times that people harassed the guard, called the guard, filmed the guard live and posted it, and then removed the cones and would not listen to her to back up and turn around, caused the backup. She was moving about 3 cars a minute. So you figure there was about 45 cars that would move the most of those cars in 15 minutes. But people continue to harass these guards on a daily basis. It's unbelievable that this nice of a neighborhood, how unprofessional and unkind we are to these people. It's mind-blowing the amount of calls I get. I was on with the guard company. I had asked them to go ahead and open up the gate to alleviate a little bit of the pressure. That did not happen. That was not, so it's not the board. The guard is no longer with us because she did not follow the protocols we asked. People, the belt on the arm broke. There's nothing that woman could have done. The belt was the only issue. People holding the gate up caused some damage to the motor, which we had to replace, which is costing the neighborhood money. She had asked numerous people to please turn around, back up. Everybody saw that the gate was broken, but continued to go through, get out of their cars and harass this poor woman as she's trying to do her job. There is contingency plans. We have them, but we've got to act like decent human beings and just
what
plan
is the
out.
contingency plan? What is the contingency plan when the cars are backed up for its full road?
Again, if nobody harassed this poor woman, she was
No.
moving 3 cars
That's
a
not a
minute.
plan.
The contingency
That's not a
plan
plan.
that's
not
a
contingency plan.
they put the contingency plan is they blocked the lanes. Someone took the cones away because they felt they had
But
the
that's
You're
not a plan
listening.
to get
The plan is to do what the guard asked. We had the guard company come out. They were sending more people out to help her move people through. We had the repair company pull some people off another job to come out and get everything repaired. Things break. People get stuck.
Well,
it happens. How often are you on the highway stuck in?
I've been in that
Wednesday.
situation twice, and I can tell you that contingency plan was whatever you guys are doing is not effective.
Nothing. Okay.
And it needs you need to prioritize the residents over the guests. You could certainly use handheld scanning devices to determine whether the person has a valid sticker.
The gate is
People
still
could
not
have
operable, John. How are they going to go through? It's not operable.
no. I mean, the guard could use their if they had a scanner to scan barcodes as
they
people.
don't have a scanner.
Most
They don't have a scanner. So
why don't they have a scanner?
When we go to the new system, before we even go to it, they're going to have a town hall. The company's going to address everyone that wants to have questions. They'll go over everything.
Okay. So just to be clear, I just want to make sure I understand before I talk to the people in the neighborhood. Are you saying that it has been voted to move to a automated system after 7 p.m.? Has that been voted on?
7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Has the board voted on that?
We just did.
Yes.
Okay, so the board is officially wanting to remove the guards from 7
Board is
p.m.
going
to
to
what
do what
time?
they said they're going to do. The proposal is for 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything will be normal guards. From 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. there will be a virtual guard. If the system has, for any reason, needs to be put back, as Tim says, we have the option to do that. We're looking to save money, $60,000.
Yeah,
There are
60,000
plenty
is
of other
nothing.
communities, let me finish. There's plenty of other communities that go up 24/7 with a virtual guard and have no problems. So give it a chance. We are aware of your reticence for it. It's duly noted. We're not going to continue to talk about this thing because we've talked about it for months now.
And honestly, it has no effect on you, John, because you are going to be coming through the residence line.
What do you mean to have no effect on me? I have security concerns.
Will
I
actually be
live in
more
the
secure.
neighborhood.
This will be a lot more secure than.
So I completely agree. People follow behind people all the time in these
There's
automated systems.
right, and we're putting in a trap system so that it won't be happening, and the people will not be let in. You're going to have to physically. They'll have to physically.
I think the community is not for this change.
Can we move on to the next thing?
I had a question
Yeah,
about
thank you.
yeah,
John,
I had a question about the
You've had plenty of time
Sorry?
to express your opinions. You don't speak.
no,
You don't
have-
speak.
I have a
You don't speak for the community. You speak for John. We're aware of it. You're duly noted. We have to move on. Technically, we only have a certain amount of time. We've gone way over that. No problem. Your problems with this are duly noted. We need to move on. Thank you, sir.
Hello, I'd like to just, one quick comment on that. 60,000 divided by 550 homes is $109 per person per year. So it's not a big deal.